Hello everybody, we have been talking all about email here on the channel, and today I want to talk specifically about how to leverage your email, and by that I really mean how to make money with your email list. So if you're interested in finding out how to make money with your email list, how to leverage your email list, then let's hop right into it after I take a sip. Whew. That's my third cup of coffee, but I'm about to go live and I taught all day, so I think I need it. Okay, we have already talked about how to get people on your list, what to send your list, all of the do's and don'ts of email list. If you missed those, I'll link the playlist down below with all of the things in there. But today we're specifically talking about how to like make money with your email list, because honestly, that's like the whole point. I'm really passionate about email lists because they are, first of all, pretty much the only way you can actually get in like direct contact with people without algorithms of social media getting in the way. Secondly, social media changes. Email doesn't, because you have to have your email in order to get your social media accounts. So it's very consistent. And third, you just have people's attention much more than in other things. So grow your email list. It makes a huge difference. If you don't believe me, I mentioned in my UTM code tutorial, which again, I'll link below, that I sent an email during a sale and made $193 from the one email. Just the one email. And ironically, that video came out on the day that we had another TPT sale. And my email list of about 2,000 in one email that I sent, because I only sent one that time, one email, made me $360. Like, what? That is just crazy, first of all. Secondly, it just illustrates why it's so important. Like, I never say numbers in order to brag. I say numbers to emphasize to you, this is important. You want to get on your email list, because the sooner you start it, the sooner it's going to grow. The more you promote it, the more it's going to grow. And you know, again, what was that? What did I say before? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So today we're going to talk about how to leverage your email. So number one is you want to send consistent emails. If you send an email in July and then you don't send an email until September, so make sure that you are consistent with sending emails so that people know who you are, remember who you are, remember, oh yeah, they gave me value last time, and want to open your emails. The whole point is that you want people to want to open your emails, because if they don't open their emails, that's not helpful. With that, I would say at the very, very, very minimum, send at least one video. Send at least one email per month, but I would really highly recommend, if you can do one a week, that's going to be bajillion times better. So at least once a month, but if you can do more, do more. So that means you can send one every other week, do that. If you can send one every week, do that. If you can send two a week, do that. But the point is, be consistent so people know that you're going to email them, know who you are, remember that you gave them value before, and want to open your email. Number two, always send people to any free content that you have. So if you have a free product, say, guys, I have a free product, go get it, it's so awesome, this is how you use it, blah, 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 blah. If you have a blog post or a video, say, hey, we have a new blog post talking all about all these really important things that you're gonna love, or this video that shows you all of the different hacks that you can use to be awesome in your teaching career. If you have free content, send it to people, because the whole point of an email list is that you give people value, and again, so that they'll want to open your emails. And so the more value you give, the more people are going to want to open your email. So if they're like, oh, Becca always sends me these really helpful blog posts, they're going to want to open my email. If I always send them every free product that I get, that I create for TPT, then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Becca has all these free products. Maybe there's a free one in here. Or even if I didn't send a free one today, I sent a free one last time. So they might remember that. So send any free content that you have, especially because like you already made it. And so it's helpful. And it's gonna help you in return, because if you can send people to your YouTube video or to your blog post or to your Instagram, IGTV, or to, you know, a free product, it's gonna get some traction on those things, and getting people's eyes on them is going to help all of those things with their algorithm. So like the more people who download your freebie, the better your freebie looks, the better your shop looks. Number 3 is feel free to sell sometimes. So I always say sell maybe like twice a month at the most, figuring that you're, you know, like sending something every week. If you're sending something every other week, I would only sell once a month. And if you're only sending one thing a month, then feel free to sell in that. But what I mean is send people your products, let them know that you have something for sale. So again, I would not do this in every single email, because think about the emails that you get that you don't open. They're probably because those people send you emails and they just want you to buy stuff. For example, I'm on the Michael's subscriber list. Do I open Michael's emails? No. Why? Because they always want me to buy stuff. They send me emails like I need to check my preferences, see if I can like get fewer emails, because I do want some because I got coupons, but I don't want all of them because they drive me nuts. They send me emails like multiple times a day and I'm like, Michael, I got a job. Like, I'm not gonna come buy stuff all day long. Chill yourself out, please. So if anyone from Michael's is watching my videos, I think I've used them as an example like 4 times. Good, maybe they'll learn something. But don't sell in every email, because then people won't want to open your emails. But if you could sell in like every other email, then that might work, or every 3rd email or every 4th email. There's not like a magic formula to it. You can kind of test out and see what works and what doesn't, but you can sell in your emails and do that because that's where the money's gonna be made. That's like the whole point. With that, you're gonna make a lot more sales if you can educate people about the product and not just be like, hey, here's the product, go buy it. But if you can instead talk about like, here's how I've used this product and it's changed my life, or here are some stories from my kids about how much they love this product, or here is how to play this game. Oh, and I have a product that goes along with it perfectly. Those kind of emails do really well and you're going to sell through them. Again, feel free to sell, but try to educate at the same time so that people will get value out of it and they'll understand your product even more and they'll want to buy it. I'm currently reading a book called The Secret of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar, I wanted to say. And in that book, he made a comment about usually it's not that people don't want what you have, it's that people don't understand what you have. So an email list is a wonderful way to help people understand your products so that they will want to purchase them. Because if they just see them and they're like, I don't really know what that is, then go ahead and send them an email. I have a new rhythm game that's called Asteroid, and it's like something that I made, that I like adapted from someone else, and it's not like a common thing. So I have put a lot of effort into educating people about how to use the product, because when they know how to use it, they're like, oh my gosh, that's such a fun game, I totally want to do it. But if they just saw it, they'd be like, oh, that's weird, I don't know what that is. So use your email list to educate people so that they will want to purchase your stuff. Next up is during a TPT site-wide sale. So if you are new, TPT does site-wide sales a few times a year. They never announce them until about like a week before, so they're kind of a surprise, although you start to figure out when they fall. There's typically like 1-ish a quarter, so I'll give you that little hint. But you can't like say like, oh, it's gonna be this day, because you don't know until really, really soon, right before it. But TPT has these site-wide sales and they are so helpful. If you opt in, then your store will be set at 20% off, and then they provide an extra code that gives people an extra 5% off. So they get 25% off, which if you try to throw your own sale, you can only do 20% off, which means that TPT site-wide sales are always gonna be better than your own sales. The other thing is a lot of TPT shoppers know that and they look forward to it and they're excited about it, so they purchase during sales. So you want to use your email list to really leverage these sales. But when there is a sale, you want to send out emails so that people are aware, because, you know, I did just say TPT shoppers sometimes know. TPT shoppers sometimes don't know. I didn't know that TPT had sales until I became a seller, and then I got the emails and I was like, oh, there's a sale, okay, cool. But apparently it's a big thing. So make sure that people know that there's a sale, and also use your email to like send them what they should purchase. So I send typically 3 emails on a 2-day sale, which is normally what the TPT site-wide sales are. So usually they're 2 days. Let's say they're Tuesday and Wednesday. I will send an email on Tuesday saying, hey, there's a sale, explaining, you know, oh, it's 25% off, this is the code. And I will usually put some ideas of like, you could buy, you know, classroom grade decor or whatever in that one. Wednesday, I will send another email in the morning, and this is usually my big money maker. I usually make it really straightforward. I'm like, hey guys, there's a sale, it ends today, don't wait, buy now. And then I'll list out some products that they should purchase. I try to keep it to about 3. Now this year was different because I'm filming this in 2020, and so like half of my audience was, not even half, like some of my audience was virtual, some of my audience was in school, some of my audience was both, and then some of my audience were in other countries and they were like totally back to normal, like nothing had ever happened. And so what I did for that was I categorized it out. So I said, like, if you're virtual, here are the top 3 products I would buy. If you're in school 6 feet away, here are the top 3 products I would buy. If you're like decorating your classroom, these are the top 3 items I would buy. So you could use that strategy if you want to do, like, if you want to decorate classroom, here. If you want centers activities, here. But do keep it, you know, around 3, because if you have too many things, it's going to overwhelm buyers. But this is super helpful because, like, my shop has over 300 products. So if my buyers just go to my shop, they're like, that's a lot of stuff. And so being able to say, here's 3 things I would suggest is really helpful, because then they can be like, oh, okay, well, let me grab these 3 things, instead of being like, oh my gosh, there's so many things, I don't know where to go. You're just kind of helping someone make a decision. So that's what I send in the second email. I make sure I have those links to specific things. And then in the evening of the second day, so on Wednesday night, usually, I will send around like 5, 6, 7. I haven't figured out like what time is best, but just in the evening, I say, hey, gonna keep this short and sweet. Final chance to get everything. All the coupons expire tomorrow. So anything that you want, grab now. Very simple and very, you know, informative. So those emails make me quite a bit of money, and so I really recommend that, because again, first of all, people might not know about the sale, and then secondly is, again, they might be overwhelmed by just the sheer amount of things that are on sale. So if you can narrow it down a little bit and say, like, here's the things I would suggest, that's gonna go a long way as well. Just think about in your, like, if you were like, everything's on sale versus here's something you should buy, you're probably gonna go with the email that says, here's something you should buy, right? Unless you already have stuff like sitting in your wish list. Some people also do an email like the night before the sale and say kind of like, hey, get ready, you know, put things in your wish list, put things in your cart so that you're ready to go tomorrow. I have not tried that yet. I just preferred to do it when it's actually open, but I might try it next time and see if it's helpful or if it works. I don't know how you would track that, because they wouldn't actually like click out. I don't know. Okay, but you can do that, and I've heard that that does pretty well, so that's another option for you. Also, if you're ever gonna do a sale on your own, you can also do that. You can do sales on your own, you can do sales whenever you want, but I will caution you, they probably won't do as well as the TPT site-wide sales. I like to do a sale on my birthday, which will actually be very close to when this comes out. My birthday's October 22nd, so if you're watching this in real time, I think it's almost my birthday. When does this come out? Yeah. So if you're watching this the day it comes out, my birthday's in like a week. I love my birthday, I'm not gonna lie. Already trying to decide what cake I want. Let me know in the comments your favorite cake, so I can decide what kind of cake I want. I'm already between 2. You'll find out later which one I picked. I'll let you know, because it's important. The last thing I was gonna say about email is to be careful about how many links that you create. If you have an email with like 50,000 links, then people, again, aren't gonna know what to click on, and so they're not gonna click on everything. It's better to have a focused email with like 1 or 2 things that you're trying to get people to click on than to have lots, because people are probably gonna click on it and not click on anything else in the email, or they might come back for one other thing if they happen to see it. Now, the caveat to that is I think it's totally fine to do in the bottom, like all of your social links would be great, or like here's just a link to my shop. Those are fine in the bottom, but in like the body, what you're talking about, try to keep it to 1 or 2 things. 3, again, if it's a sale, is a typically good number. But if you can do like, this email is about this one thing and this is what I want you to click on it, then that's gonna do the best, because buyers will be less confused. The less you confuse your people, the better. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know down below the status of your email, any tips and tricks that you have for leveraging your email, and also your favorite cake because, you know, again, birthday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.